We all know Switzerland as the country of chocolate, watches, and banks, but we bet you had no idea of these 10 unusual facts about Switzerland. This video will show you what makes Switzerland unique and explore interesting facts about Switzerland. Let's get started. It's very small. Switzerland is approximately 41,277 square km and its population is 8.67 million. Comparing it to US states, California is almost 10 times bigger than Switzerland, or nearly the size of Vermont and New Hampshire combined. It's still known for a lot more things though. Switzerland has 7,000 lakes. Switzerland's lakes are the best ones to swim in, and you have plenty to choose from. With an area of 580.03 square kilometers, 224 sq mi. Lake Geneva is the largest lake in Switzerland. It is shared with France. 47 is within French territory, where it's known as Lac Allemand. The largest lake completely within Switzerland is Lake Neuchâtel, with a surface area of 218.3 kilometers square. For the most part, the fresh water is so clear that you can drink out of rivers and lakes. Assisted suicide is legal and it attracts suicide tourists. According to Swiss law, anyone who is of sound mind and who has, over a period of time, voiced a consistent wish to end their life can request a so-called assisted voluntary death, or AVD. However, people must commit suicide by their own hand, for example, by taking the medication themselves. This has led to an influx of people called suicide tourists who come to Switzerland, mainly to the canton of Zurich, for the sole purpose of committing suicide. Owns lots of guns, but has the lowest crime rates. Amongst industrialized nations, Switzerland has one of the highest rates of gun ownership. However, that does not necessarily have to lead to more crime. Switzerland has nearly half the gun-related deaths the United States has. Switzerland actually has one of the lowest crime rates of all industrialized countries. It's important to be noted that the reason for this great amount of people owning guns in Switzerland is since this country has mandatory military service. After they finish their service, all of them are supposed to take their assault rifles or pistols at home, however, without ammunition. It's home to Einstein's most famous formula. Albert Einstein developed his famous formula for mass energy equivalence E=mc² in Switzerland. He developed his theory of relativity while studying and living in Bern, after renouncing his German citizenship to avoid military duty. The Swiss marry late. Based on a report by the United Nations, the average marriage age for Swiss men is 31.8 and 29.5 for women. On the other hand, the local CH reports that the divorce rate in Switzerland is about 40%. And as per the Central Intelligence Agency's publication, the average age for Swiss women to have their first child is 30.4 years, which makes them the oldest women in Europe to do so. Europe's highest railway station is in Switzerland. The highest railway station in Europe is in Switzerland, on top of the Jungfraujoch at 3,454 meters. Owning a dog has some rules. Switzerland is a very animal-loving country. Your dog is allowed with you practically everywhere in restaurants and while you shop. However, they are taxed in some cantons depending on the dog's size and weight. Dog owning rules include that they must be able to exercise, have daily contact with humans, and get microchipped by a vet. Switzerland has palm trees. One of the oddest facts about Switzerland is that they have palm trees. That's not what you'd expect in a landlocked country known for its snowy Alps. Yet the country's incredibly diverse geography means it's home to several microclimates where tropical plants can thrive. You'll find palm trees and other tropical species in the warmer southern alpine regions, like the palm-lined lakes of Ticino. Switzerland is ready to blow. This fact about Switzerland may surprise you. It is said that all the major entry points to Switzerland, like tunnels and bridges, are wired to explode at the first sign of a foreign invasion. It may seem like the Swiss are paranoid, but after being threatened during 2 world wars and being surrounded by 5 bordering countries, France, Germany, Italy, Austria, and Liechtenstein, you can't blame them for being prepared. This brings us to the end of this video. Make sure to let us know your views in the comments section. Subscribe the channel to join our journey.